Kurt Vonnegut's Slaughterhouse-Five follows Billy Pilgrim, a World War II soldier who becomes unstuck in time, experiencing moments from different parts of his life without control. The novel focuses on his time as a prisoner of war in Dresden, where he survives the firebombing that kills thousands. After the war, Billy claims he was abducted by aliens called Tralfamadorians, who teach him that time is non-linear and that all moments exist simultaneously. This belief shapes his passive acceptance of fate, including his own death. The novel jumps between Billy's war experiences, his dull post-war life as an optometrist, and his time on the alien planet, blending reality with science fiction to explore trauma and free will. Slaughterhouse-Five is a unique anti-war novel that blends satire, science fiction, and autobiography. Vonnegut, who was himself a prisoner in Dresden, uses Billy Pilgrim's time-travelling experiences to show how war fractures a person's mind. The novel does not follow a traditional structure, reflecting how trauma distorts memory and time. The phrase, "so it goes," repeated throughout the book whenever death is mentioned, highlights the novel's detached yet deeply emotional tone. Through dark humour and absurdity, Vonnegut critiques the glorification of war, showing that destruction is meaningless and inevitable. The book challenges readers to question fate, memory, and the way society processes war. One of the central themes in Slaughterhouse-Five is the senseless destruction of war. The firebombing of Dresden is portrayed not as a heroic battle, but as a horrifying massacre of civilians. Billy, like many soldiers, is not a brave warrior, but a passive observer caught in a chaotic and brutal world. Vonnegut contrasts the realities of war with how people try to justify or ignore its horrors. The novel suggests that war does not create heroes, only victims, and that the true cost of violence is often hidden or forgotten. Billy's belief in Tralfamadorian philosophy, where all moments in time exist at once, raises questions about free will. The Tralfamadorians claim that people cannot change their fate and should simply accept whatever happens. Billy adopts this mindset, passively moving through life without trying to alter anything. However, Vonnegut challenges this idea, suggesting that accepting fate can be a way of avoiding responsibility. The novel asks whether people truly lack control over their lives, or if this belief is simply a way to cope with suffering. The novel explores how trauma affects the way people experience time and memory. Billy's time travelling is not literal, but a reflection of his fractured mind, showing how traumatic events can make past and present feel inseparable. By presenting the story in a non-linear structure, Vonnegut mirrors the way PTSD disrupts normal thinking. The novel suggests that trauma is not something that can be easily overcome. Memories of war linger, shaping a person's reality long after the events have passed. Billy Pilgrim is an unusual protagonist, passive, detached, and seemingly uninterested in changing his fate. Unlike traditional war heroes, Billy does not fight or resist. He simply accepts everything that happens to him. His belief in Tralfamadorian philosophy reflects his struggle to cope with trauma. Roland Weary, a cruel and delusional soldier, represents the misguided idea that war is about honour and glory. Edgar Darby, an older and kind-hearted soldier, is executed for stealing a teapot, highlighting the senselessness of war. The Tralfamadorians, though aliens, serve as a metaphor for the way people justify or ignore human suffering. Through these characters, Slaughterhouse-Five questions the meaning of war, fate, and the way people process tragedy.